I wanted to do a soft-spoken video because I don't usually do soft speaking. Just because I feel like my whispering is a little bit better. But some of you guys have said that you wanted more soft-spoken, so I wanted to read this poetry book for you guys till you fall asleep. It is called Milk and Honey. A lot of people are familiar with this book. It's kind of like a empowering book, I guess, for women. And it's kind of emotional, and it can be like dark, and of course I have my feminine side, so I love that stuff, and I'm a Pisces, so I'm emotional. And I did a reading of this book like a year ago, and so I just wanted to read it a little bit more. I feel like it can kind of help people who are going through, emotional struggles like heartbreak or loneliness or anything like that. So just wanted to make it a cozy atmosphere. I lit a candle, and I actually wanted to light an incense because I think the smoke will look cool. So slide it up. So light up. Just kidding. I have really bad ADD when it comes to things like this. I like to just play with it and draw. I'm sorry, I'm a child. So I'm just gonna let that kind of burn. And let's go ahead and start. So for the arms that hold me, that is who it is dedicated to, apparently. My heart woke me crying last night. How can I help? I begged. My heart said, write the book. So, there are 4 sections to this book. There is the hurting, the loving, the breaking, and the healing. So, we're going to start. I think I'm just going to read a little bit from each section. This incense is blowing in my face. Okay. If I knew what safety looked like, I would have spent less time falling into arms that were not. The idea that we are so capable of love, but still choose to be toxic. They're really short. There is no bigger illusion in the world than the idea that a woman will bring dishonor into a home if she tries to keep her heart and her body safe. Trying to convince myself I am allowed to take up space is like writing with my left hand. When I was born to use my right, the idea of shrinking is hereditary. You tell me to quiet down because my opinions make me less beautiful. But I was not made with a fire in my belly, so I could be put out. I was not made with a lightness on my tongue, so I could be easy to swallow. I was made heavy, half blade and half silk, difficult to forget, and not easy for the mind to follow. When my mother opens her mouth to have a conversation at dinner, my father shoves the word hush between her lips and tells her to never speak with her mouth full. This is how the women in my family learn to live with their mouths closed. Okay, these are kind of depressing. Let's move on to the, what is it? The loving. That sounds better, right? No, I won't be love at first sight. When we meet, it'll be love at first remembrance. 'Cause I've seen you in my mother's eyes when she tells me to marry the type of man I'd want to raise my son to be like. Every revolution starts and ends with his lips. What am I to you, he asks. I put my hands in his lap and whisper, you are every hope I've ever had in human form. That's cute. See, I like the cute ones right now because I'm not really depressed right now. My favorite thing about you is your smell. You smell like earth, herbs, gardens, a little more human than the rest of us. I know I should crumble for better reasons, but have you seen that boy? He brings the sun to its knees every night. You are the faint line between faith and blindly waiting. Nothing is safer than the sound of you reading out loud to me. The perfect date. Is this the perfect date for you? Just kidding. I am learning how to love him by loving myself. He placed his hands on my mind before reaching for my waist, my hips, or my lips. He didn't call me beautiful first. He called me exquisite. How he touches me. And if I read some of these in the last poetry video and you watched it, I'm sorry. I don't remember which ones I read. He says, I am sorry I am not an easy person to want. I look at him surprised. Who said I wanted easy? I don't crave easy. I crave goddamn difficult. The very thought of you has my legs spread apart like an easel with a canvas begging for art. Oh, me AF. I am ready for you. I have always been ready for you. I do not want to have you to fill the empty parts of me. I want to be full on my own. I want to be so complete I could light a whole city. And then I want to have you, 'cause the two of us combined could set it on fire. Love will come, and when love comes, love will hold you. Love will call your name, and you will melt. Sometimes, though, love will hurt you, but love will never mean to. Love will play no games, 'cause love knows life has been hard enough already. I'd be lying if I said you make me speechless. The truth is, you make my tongue so weak it forgets what language to speak in. might not have been my first love, but you were the love that made all the other loves irrelevant. My merch. You've touched me without even touching me. How do you turn a forest fire like me so soft I turn into running water? Okay. Let's do some from the next section. This section is called the breaking. Oh no. Jeez. I want to move this. It's just like blowing in my face. Okay. I always get myself into this mess. I always let him tell me I am beautiful and half believe it. I always jump thinking he will catch me at the fall. I am hopelessly a lover and a dreamer, and that will be the death of me. That is so relatable. At least to me. When my mother says I deserve better, I snap to your defense out of habit. He still loves me, I shout. She looks at me with defeated eyes, the way a parent looks at their child when they know this is the type of pain even they can't fix, and says, it means nothing to me if he loves you, if he can't do a single wretched thing about it. You were so distant, I forgot you were there at all. You said, if it is meant to be, fate will bring us back together. For a second, I wonder if you are really that naive. If you really believe fate works like that, as if it lives in the sky staring down at us, as if it has 5 fingers and spends its time placing us like pieces of chess. As if it is not the choices we make. Who taught you that? Tell me. Who convinced you? You've been given a heart and a mind that isn't yours to use, that your actions do not define what will become of you. I want to scream and shout, it's us, you fool. We're the only ones that can bring us back together. But instead, I sit quietly, smiling softly through quivering lips, thinking, isn't it such a tragic thing when you can see it so clearly, but the other person doesn't? That is sad. Don't mistake salt for sugar. If he wants to be with you, he will. It's that simple. You were temptingly beautiful, but stung when I got close. He only whispers, I love you, as he slips his hands down the waistband of your pants. This is where you must understand the difference between want and need. You may want that boy, but you certainly don't need him. Oh, I love that. The woman who comes after me will be a bootleg version of who I am. She will try and write poems for you and to erase the ones I've left memorized on your lips, but her lines could never punch you in the stomach the way mine did. She will then try to make love to your body, but she will never lick, caress, or suck like me. She will be a sad replacement of the woman you let slip. Nothing she does will excite you, and this will break her. When she is tired of falling apart for a man that doesn't give back what he takes, she will recognize me in your eyelids, staring at her with pity, and it'll hit her. How can she love a man who is busy loving someone The next time you have your coffee black, you'll taste the bitter state he left you in. It'll make you weep, but you'll never stop drinking. You'd rather have the darkest parts of him than have nothing. And there's also like illustrations on every page. I don't know if you can see that. More than anything, I want to save you from myself. You have spent enough nights with his manhood curled inside your legs to forget what loneliness feels like. You whisper, "I love you." What you mean is, "I don't want you to leave." That's the thing about love. It marinates your lips till the only word your mouth remembers is his name. It must hurt to know I am your most beautiful regret. I love these. Savage, bro. I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because the longer I stayed, the less I loved myself. Yeah, that hits. I felt that. You mustn't have to make them want you. They must want you themselves. If he can't help but degrade other women when they're not looking, if toxicity is central to his language, he could hold you in his lap and be soft, honey. That man could feed you sugar and douse you in rose water, but that still could not make him sweet. If you want to know the type of man he is. The one who arrives after you will remind me love is supposed to be soft. He will taste like the poetry I wish I could write. I am a museum full of art, but you had your eyes shut. Even when you undress her, you are searching for me. I am sorry I taste so good. When the two of you make love, it is still my name that rolls off your tongue accidentally. I had to leave. I was tired of allowing you to make me feel anything less than whole. You treat them like they have a heart like yours, but not everyone can be as soft and as tender. You don't see the person they are. You see the person they have the potential to be. You give and give till they pull everything out of you and leave you empty. I don't know what living a balanced life feels like. When I am sad, I don't cry, I pour. When I am happy, I don't smile, I glow. When I am angry, I don't yell, I burn. The good thing about feeling in extremes is when I love, I give them wings. But perhaps that isn't such a good thing, because they always tend to leave, and you should see me when my heart is broken. I don't grieve, I shatter. You were the most beautiful thing I'd ever felt till now, and I was convinced you'd remain the most beautiful thing I'd ever feel. Do you know how limiting that is? think at such a ripe young age I'd experience the most exhilarating person I'd ever meet. How I'd spend the rest of my life just settling. To think I'd tasted the rawest form of honey and everything else would be refined and synthetic. That nothing beyond this point would add up. That all the years beyond me could not combine themselves to be sweeter than you. Falsehood. Oh my god. Iconic. It wasn't you I was kissing. Don't be mistaken. It was him on my mind. Your lips were just convenient. Oh my god. It always comes back to you. Boils, circles, itches its way back to you. My tongue is sour from the hunger of missing you. I will not have you build me into your life, when what I want is to build a life with you. The difference. Okay. Your voice alone drives me to tears. I don't know why I split myself open for others knowing, sewing myself up hurts this much afterward. People go, but how they left always stays. Love is not cruel. We are cruel. Love is not a game. We have made a game out of love. How can our love die if it's written in these pages? Even after the hurt, the loss, the pain, the breaking, your body is still the only one I want to be undressed under. The night after you left, I woke up so broken. The only place to put the pieces were the bags under my eyes. I don't want to be friends. I want all of you. More. I am losing parts of you, like I lose eyelashes, unknowingly and everywhere. You cannot leave and have me too. I cannot exist in two places at once. When you ask if we can still be friends, I am water, soft enough to offer life, tough enough to drown it away. Oh my god, that gave me chills. I am water, soft enough to offer life, tough enough to drown it away. Wow. Okay, now let's read some from the healing section. Perhaps I don't deserve nice things, because I'm paying for sins I don't remember. The thing about writing is I can't tell if it's healing or destroying me. Do not bother holding on to that thing that does not want you. You cannot make it stay. You must enter a relationship with yourself before anyone else. Accept that you deserve more than painful love. Life is moving. The healthiest thing for your heart is to move with it. It is a part of the human experience to feel pain. Do not be afraid. Open yourself to it. Evolving. Loneliness is a sign not look for healing at the feet of those who broke you. You're in the habit of codepending on people to make up for what you think you lack. Who tricked you into believing another person was meant to complete you when the most they can do is compliment. If you were born with the weakness to fall, you were born with the strength to rise. Stay strong through your pain. Grow flowers from it. You have helped me grow flowers out of mine. So bloom beautifully, dangerously, loudly. Bloom softly, however you need. Just bloom. To the reader. I thank the universe for taking everything it has taken and giving to me everything it is giving. Balance. You tell me I am not like most girls, and learn to kiss me with your eyes closed. Something about the phrase, something about how I have to be unlike the women I call sisters in order to be wanted, makes me want to spit your tongue out. Like I'm supposed to be proud you picked me, as if I should be relieved you think I'm better than them. The next time he points out the hair on your legs is growing back, remind that boy your body is not his home, he is a guest. Warn him to never outstep his welcome again. To be soft is to be powerful. You deserve to be completely found in your surroundings, not lost within them. I know it's hard, believe me. I know it feels like tomorrow will never come, and today will be the most difficult day to get through. But I swear you will get through. The hurt will pass, as it always does. If you give it time, let it sow, let it go. Slowly, like a broken promise, let it go. I like the way the stretch marks on my thighs look human, and that we're so soft, yet rough and jungle wild. When we need to be. I love that about us. How capable we are of feeling, how unafraid we are of breaking, and tend to our wounds with grace, just being a woman. Calling myself a woman makes me utterly whole and complete. Our backs tell stories no books have the spine to carry. Women of color. My issue with what they consider beautiful is their concept of beauty centers around excluding people. I find hair beautiful when a woman wears it like a garden on her skin. That is the definition of beauty. Big hooked noses pointing upward to the sky like they're rising to the occasion. Skin the color of earth. My ancestors planted crops on to feed a lineage of women with thighs thick as tree trunks, eyes like almonds, deeply hooded with conviction. The rivers of Punjab flow through my bloodstream, so don't tell me my women aren't as beautiful as the ones in your country. That one got me a little emotional. Accept yourself as you were designed. Your body is a museum of natural disasters. Can you grasp how stunning that is? Apparently, it is ungraceful of me to mention my period in public, because the actual biology of my body is too real. It is okay to sell what's between a woman's legs more than it is okay to mention its inner workings. The recreational use of this body is seen as beautiful while its nature is seen as ugly. Removing all the hair off your body is okay, if that's what you want to do, just as much as keeping all the hair on your body is okay, and that's what you want to do. You belong only to yourself. I want to apologize to all the women I have called pretty, before I've called them intelligent or brave. I'm sorry I made it sound as though something as simple as what you're born with is the most you have to be proud of when your spirit has crushed mountains. From now on, I will say things like you are resilient or you are extraordinary. Not because I don't think you're pretty, but because you are so much more than that. You were a dragon long before he came around and said you could fly. You will remain a dragon long after he's left. I have what I have, and I am happy. I've lost what I've lost, and I'm still happy. Outlook. You look at me and cry. Everything hurts. I hold you and whisper, but everything can heal. If the hurt comes, so will the happiness. Be patient. We are all born so beautiful. The greatest tragedy is being convinced we are not. The name Car makes me a free woman. It removes the shackles that try to bind me, uplifts me to remind me I am equal to any man, even though the state of this world screams to me I am not. That I am my own woman, and I belong wholly to myself and the universe. It humbles me, calls out and says, I have a universal duty to share with humanity, to nurture and serve the sisterhood, to raise those that need raising. The name Car, runs in my blood. It was in me before the word existed itself. It is my identity and my liberation. The world gives you so much pain, and here you are making gold out of it. There is nothing purer than that. My heart aches for sisters more than anything it aches for women helping women, like flowers ache for spring. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. You are your own soulmate. Some people are so bitter to them. You must be the kindest. We all move forward when we recognize how resilient and striking the women around us are. For you to see beauty here does not mean there is beauty in me. It means there is beauty rooted so deep within you, you can't help but see it everywhere. I think we are going to stop right there. I really love this book. I know she wrote a second one, and I'm tempted to get it. I think it's called like The Sun and the Flowers or something like that. I don't remember. But I hope you guys like this video. If you want more soft speaking, let me know. And I hope it felt kind of, maybe it touched you, and I don't know, maybe one of the poems resonated with you, and you kind of connected with it, because that definitely happened to me, which I think is a powerful thing to be able to do through writing. So, anyway, if you guys want early access to my videos, I have a Patreon if you want to support me there, and you can become a member for as little as $1 a month. So, I hope you guys have a good day, and hopefully you are feeling relaxed and sleepy. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.